Hey, what's up guys? Rod J back again, and this is going to be my last look at this beverage cooler that was sent to me by NewAir. It is the AB-850B. So if you've been seeing the other videos, you've seen the unboxing of it and you saw me set it up. And right now I'm going to give you my overall, I guess, review of it after having it here for a week. So I still have one of the racks out of the cooler because for me to put the bottles in the way I want to put them in, I had to basically remove some of that space. Taking that rack out, having bottles standing straight up with some of the cans that are put in there, you're kind of looking at about mid 50s for what you can get into the cooler. Now, one of the things I will say on the messaging for this product, on the book it says it's an 85 can beverage cooler. On the box it's at 84, and if you go on the website it says 90. So there does seem to be some off messaging on what you can actually do with this cooler. I'm not sure if 3 different people set it up 3 different ways or what, but there is a little bit of a discrepancy there. By the time I had things in here the way I wanted, if you saw the other video, I was about 55, I believe. And I don't like to put the bottles on their side. I know some people will. Something to keep in mind now, if you're looking at something like a regular domestic Budweiser or something like that and everything, you probably can do that and be okay without any issue whatsoever. Crack this baby open here. You get a pretty good amount of space in there. I have a shelf up top which is under the light, and then I have the second shelf and then the bottom shelf here. Left myself a little bit of a gap in here as well, but it's basically, that's the highest or lowest I could go with the grooves there on the side. I have not put the 22s in, so again, if you have 22 ounce bottles like many of us have bombers, again you're going to have to raise this rack up a little bit higher. That's going to cut down on your space as well. Did put the thermometer in here. I got it on level 6 right now. It goes from 1 to 7, 7 being the coldest. Level 6, with the good amount of beers I have in here, has kept it around 40 degrees, actually at 40 degrees with the thermometer. This is actually set to go anywhere from 34 to 64. So if I put that on 7, it should get me down to that lower type level. And then if you wanted to have things a little bit warmer, you could actually turn it down, get that notch around 1 or 2, somewhere along those lines. So you can see here I can get the tall cans in, I got the little cans in. Up here is where I have that little dial where you adjust that for the temperature you want. You can see there the 6, and then you have the LED light here, off or on. It does light up nicely when you take a look at it. You have the door closed. Gives you a good amount of lighting. The sides are very nice on it. It's got this black acrylic type finish on it. One thing they tell you, do not put it in direct sunlight because then that starts to maybe peel or fade it away some. They also tell you not to have it near anything that's kind of heated because that can draw, I guess, energy as well. So I actually have it down in my basement where I have my other beers. Usually I can take the beers from here and put them over here, and I put it on one of my Black & Decker work tables I had from the garage and everything. Sturdy enough, it can sit there very nice, not taking up much space. You're not really hearing much sound coming off of it. If you are hearing any sound in the background, that's actually the air conditioning unit that's running down here. So very quiet as it does run. As far as any other type of notes with this one, I think that pretty much hits a lot of it. And one thing to also kind of mention here, you can see down the bottom, you have the little keyhole there. So there's actually a key that you can put in here and you can actually lock it. And so when you turn that, you can now not open it up. So that's kind of a cool thing as well. Not sure how much people will want to use that, but it does give you that, especially if you have anybody like, I don't know, maybe you have children or something, you want to lock it up, make sure you don't get into it, or maybe you want to keep some of those house guests out of it. Either way, you do have that availability. They send you 2 of these keys that you actually will use anytime you want to get into the cooler. So nice part of that there as well. Like I said, the big thing is be conscious of what you maybe put into the cooler. Again, if you're going to go all cans, you can stack it a lot more. If you're not, and you're going to have a lot of bottles, like a lot of craft beer people especially will have, there's a lot that's still a bottle, even though there has been somewhat of a movement to cans. That's going to cut down on your space. But it does well, keeping everything cool and everything chill. A nice look on it, a nice design. And pretty much so far very pleased with it. And again, they did send this to me from NewAir, so just want to make sure you are aware of that. This is not a way for me to actually endorse them on it. It's just me giving a review or my feedback on the product. Obviously, I've only had it for less than a couple weeks, so I can't give a long-term speculation on how this will actually last over a period of time. But if you want to check back with me, you can always do that, and I'll let you know how things are running on it. If you are interested in something like this for a beverage cooler, I saw the price out there was about $250. They are running it where you can actually go through the link in my description, and if you use the code BeerVentures, they will give you 20% off on the purchase as well. So again, not too bad, good space on it, can easily sit where you want to sit at. Gives you some versatility in how you can stack some of the stuff. Some of the cans you do see on the side, those are ones that aren't really being fermented inside of it, so I do those that way. And allows me to keep the beer cool and chill, and opened up a new level in my refrigerator, or returned an old level in my refrigerator. So that all being said, thanks for swinging by, check out the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series. I look forward to catching you guys again. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.